At the stage of perfection, a devotee remembers Krishna naturally. But in a sadhana stage, a practicing stage, we have to make an endeavor to remember Krishna. In the perfect stage, a devotee lives directly with Krishna in Vrindavan. But the practicing stage, we're trying to live in Vrindavan within our minds. And if possible, physically too. The most important thing is the position of the mind, not the position of the body. If we sincerely desire within our minds to live in Vrindavan, ultimately we will live in Vrindavan, physically too, though we may have to overcome many obstacles and impediments. It's not very difficult to physically live in Vrindavan, and may be the byproduct of purva sanskars that can bring one's body, bring us in our body to the physical Vrindavan. We see there are hundreds of Western people living in Vrindavan, Western-born people living in Vrindavan, on various types of visas and passports or no passports or whatever. And they're living here. But now, that's a physical Vrindavan, we see tangible Vrindavan, although it's metaphysical and transcendental. What's much more difficult is to live in the mental Vrindavan, to enter our minds into Vrindavan. So we have to overcome a lot of obstacles and impediments to even live in the physical Vrindavan. Everyone knows about that. The people and the environment, the animals, the people, the government, the atmosphere, the climate, and the finances, and the food, and the accommodations, and the digestion, and the sicknesses. Many, many physical problems to live physically in Vrindavan. We have to overcome those and tolerate those, and after a while we become kind of a veteran of living in Vrindavan. We somehow can master, by the mercy of Krishna, we can balance all the elements, carry on physically in Vrindavan. Now the real battle begins. The real battle is to overcome the mental obstacles and impediments which prevent us from remembering Krishna. This is the real struggle. This is the most difficult part. The envy of others, the pride, the attachments that we have to thinking of mundane thoughts or mundane people, or our absorption in mundane desires. And this is the inner struggle, the inner battle. So we haven't won. No one should ever think, I've won the battle, I'm living in Vrindavan. If we somehow move to Vrindavan, then we can understand that now we're on the real battlefield. Because in this battlefield, you can get blessed 100 times for all your good activities, and you get punished 100 times more for all your bad activities. So sincere efforts here to please Krishna in the line of devotion are rewarded tremendously. But when there's deviation in our practice or behavior, then the punishment is most severe.